Tonight on KGW News, new body cam video shows a deadly police shooting in Vancouver. What led officers to fire their guns? Plus, a Washington senior falls for a scam that gained not only her trust, but her affection.
We just want our mom back.
Then on the homeless crisis, a solution promised 3 months ago is still nowhere to be seen.
Just frustrated, just like, come on, city, let's get it, let's get on it.
What's keeping the city from putting up barriers to keep campers off one Portland street? And putting an end to college hazing, the legislation spurred by a Northwest student's death that's finally becoming law. Thanks for joining us. I'm Christine Pitawanich. Tonight, we are getting a better idea of what happened in the moments before a Vancouver police officer shot and killed a man in a Safeway parking lot. A warning, the newly released body cam video may be hard to watch for some people. You won't see the man getting hit, but you will hear the gunshots. Alma McCarty is here in studio with us now. She's been reviewing the footage. So first, though, Alma, where do we stand with police shootings as a whole in Southwest Washington?
Yeah, so Christine, over the last couple of years, police shootings are actually up in both Vancouver and in Clark County. Officials note there have been 4 in the city and 3 in the county this year. The 2 officers involved in this latest shooting are on administrative leave right now, with this being the first case to be handled by a new independent state office.
What's going on, boss? Oh, my hunch.
The December 4th confrontation began before 11 p.m. after 2 Vancouver police officers noticed a pickup backed into the Safeway loading dock.
Is this your pickup?
Why?
Because there's no front plate on it. I'm just asking, boss.
30 seconds later, as one officer checks the back, the man, later identified as 45-year-old Adam Gunderson, tries to get in the truck and close the door.
Nope, you're not going to get in yet. Hey, out of the car.
A struggle ensues as both officers voice their concern that Gunderson has a gun.
I think he's got a gun, dude. You're gonna get shot. You don't have a gun, I'm bleeding. Dude, give us your hands. Oh, give us your hands, bro. Seriously. Oh.
Video shows Gunderson pinned down. Vancouver police say in the midst of the fight, Gunderson did show a gun, prompting one officer to fire several rounds.
He's got it out, he's got it out. Watch out, clear.
According to VPD, Gunderson died at the hospital, with the medical examiner reporting he was shot multiple times in the head. Over the next couple of hours, as more patrol cars and cops arrive on scene, so too does the Office of Independent Investigations, or OII.
We were notified by Vancouver Police Department at 11:31 p.m. on December 4th that one of their officers had been involved in an officer-involved shooting.
Hector Castro is OII's Director of Communications.
Our first investigator arrived at the scene of this particular incident within the hour.
The team's been working ever since, conducting interviews, mapping the crime scene, and reviewing evidence, like this body cam video, plus other possible footage from security cameras, dash cams, and cell phones. More than 50 videos in total.
By bringing in a state agency that has no affiliation with any of the local law enforcement agencies, I think the goal here is to ensure that this is an unbiased investigation in every sense of the word.
Right now, the OII team only handles officer-involved shootings in what they are calling Region 1. That is this yellow area here on the map from Southwest Washington up the coast. But their intention is to expand statewide. Per state law, investigations must be complete within 120 days. They'll release a report to the public and to the local DA, but at this time do not make charging recommendations. Christine?
We'll keep an eye out for that report. Thank you, Alma. Let's get you caught up now on tonight's other headlines. Sheriff's deputies have made an arrest related to the death of a 64-year-old woman found outside her home near Sherwood. Mary McDowell was found dead on Eddy Road west of Sherwood early this morning. Deputies arrested her partner, 38-year-old Jose Morfin, for second-degree assault, unlawful use of a weapon, and felon in possession of a firearm. They say more charges may be coming. And 2 new overnight winter shelters are set to open tomorrow in Vancouver. There will be around 55 beds available for people from 6:30 at night to 7 o'clock in the morning. People and pets are allowed to stay for as many nights as they need.
It's always wet. There's no dry place for folks. So this is life-saving emergency shelter during this homeless crisis.
The nonprofit Council for the Homeless is handling referrals, so to get a bed, people in need will have to call the nonprofit's housing hotline. After that, they'll be screened and go through a background check. To national news now. In an update, it is a setback for a social media giant. Today, a federal appeals court rejected TikTok's request to temporarily halt its upcoming ban. That leaves in place a federal law requiring TikTok to be sold or face a ban in the United States. The company has until mid-January to make that decision. TikTok's attorneys and its China-based parent company ByteDance tried to get the ban paused while they asked the Supreme Court to take up the case. But also, during his campaign, President-elect Donald Trump promised he'd save the video platform. There are more troubling developments in the St. Helens School District. We have learned 6 more staff members are on paid leave, which means a total of 10 people in the district are under investigation. Devin Haskins has more on that, as well as the district's new crisis communications team.
So today, I'm pleased to introduce my colleague, Jay Marie.
At $180 an hour, the St. Helens School District bringing on more help to handle the ongoing sex abuse scandal rocking the small Oregon town. Here's Jay Marie of Jay Marie & Associates.
For the last 20 or so years, I have had a small business supporting school districts in crisis communications and have worked closely with the Washington Association of School Administrators to support districts in a variety of critical issues.
The district has been under intense scrutiny since 2 teachers were arrested in mid-November on several charges of sex abuse, and students began protesting about school safety. 10 staff members throughout the district are currently on leave, although Jay Marie declined to say who they were, what they did, or where they worked. We know a high school teacher and principal, a middle school teacher, and the superintendent are on leave.
We're going to need to affirm what information is legally releasable, and we will do that and get back to you with that information.
The district's previous crisis communications expert, Tom DeLapp, resigned this week when it was revealed he was convicted of felony embezzlement charges in July. DeLapp was recommended by the Northwest Regional Education Service District and did not undergo a criminal background check. Jay Marie, on the other hand, was hired by the district this week.
The St. Helens School District did a criminal background check in addition to doing reference checks related to my professional background and services.
Currently, there are 4 separate investigations ongoing related to the district. There's the widely known criminal investigations into teacher Eric Stearns, former teacher Mark Collins, and principal Katie Wagner, as well as a middle school teacher that hasn't been charged yet, plus an internal investigation and 2 state investigations.
All of them need to be allowed to be completed because it's critical ultimately for the community to have confidence in what is learned. The investigations need to be impartial, they need to be thorough, and they need to be allowed to run their course.
The district will hold another media briefing next Friday, as well as 2 listening sessions next week with parents in St. Helens. The district's internal investigation should be completed within the next 2 months. I'm Devin Haskins, KGW News.
Tonight, Portland police have a warning for people who drive Honda CR-Vs. Thieves are now stealing the sensors on the front of these SUVs. One of those thieves was caught on camera in the Montevilla neighborhood. You can see him walk up to a car parked in front of the home, and quickly that person grabs the sensor. Police are still looking for that person. The sensor on the hood of the CR-V runs the adaptive cruise control system, and while it is small, it could cost over $2,000 to replace. In one case this week, within 10 minutes, sensors were taken from 17 cars at a car dealership lot in Southeast Portland.
It's important. Park in the garage if you can do so. Park in a well-lit area if you can do so, or park your vehicle in a way that makes it difficult to access the front of it.
Got to think about those things. Gosh, since mid-November, Portland police has received at least 18 reports of sensors being stolen. New tonight, a Washington family's mission to stop hazing at universities will soon be part of federal law. The U.S. Senate passed the Stop Campus Hazing Act on Wednesday. If signed into law, it'll require each university in the U.S. to disclose hazing incidents in their annual crime reports. Jolene Houts from Bellevue lost her son in part due to hazing. She advocated for the bill, and she hopes it'll bring more transparency and accountability when it comes to campus hazing.
The death of Sam shattered our family, and it hurts just like it did the day we found out. It does help to be working actively to prevent more hazing deaths and to try to protect other families from experiencing the pain that we've gone through.
The bill will also require each college to develop a campus-wide hazing education and prevention program.